Alright, so we go to Dark Elf turn 3. So he takes his shades out of the building and occupies the building with his 30 spearmen, or warriors, I guess. So I think that was the right move to do, and yeah, I was none too happy with it. So, yeah, how to get 30 warriors out of that building. I need to get the Cauldron of Blood Battle Standard Bearer gone. That's absolutely critical because with the reroll I'll never get him out. And then my plan is just to start aiming trebuchets at him and magic him with the Comet of Cassandra, which that I think has the most potential to do some good. And I did get that off. We'll see if we're hoping it goes off this turn, Dark Elf turn 3. So he moves his Cauldron up so that my Knights of the Realm can't hit the Witch Elves. I'm forced to hit him, and I think he feels survivable enough and stubborn, rerollable that he won't go anywhere. The Comet that I cast went off this turn, and it did pretty well. It killed 2 of the attendants on the Cauldron of Blood, which is huge. Now I only need to kill 1 more to do what I need to do. And of course, we're not in combat right now, but we will be next time. Kill 6 Witch Elves, 6 Warriors, even though I misspelled that. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I mean, with whatever else has been done, his guys are no longer 30. It looks like he has about 19, and so that's certainly easier to deal with than 30. And killed half the Shade unit. So, Comet was nice. He opens up shooting my men-at-arms, and by the time he got to his crossbows, there were only 4 guys left. And he said, "Okay, I'm targeting with my crossbowmen." And I said, "Let's just save time. I'll just remove them." 60 bolts coming in. I don't think they were going to stick around. So Brett turn 3. At the top, Knights Errant come back on the board. Knights of the Realm charge his Cauldron of Blood. My general charges the Cauldron of Blood. He only has 1 person there with 2 wounds, so very confident I can get that thing taken out of the way. I decide to swap places between my Grail Knights and my Questing Knights. I think the Questing Knights I'm going to use to take care of his Shades, and with their stand and shoot, I don't want him to do that with the Grail Knights because I only have 3 and he might just kill me before I even get there. So that's why they're kind of swapping places. Pegasus Knights fly to the flank of the crossbows. Now that if he wants to shoot me, he's got to reform first, and so again, that's going to make it a little bit harder to hit. And if he doesn't, I want to charge him in the flank, or at least harass him. So closer look at me moving the guys around. Closer look there with the charge. And at the end of it, yes, we were able to kill the Cauldron of Blood, and now my Knights of the Realm are in the flank of the Witch Elves. So again, as good as I can hope for, but now the conversation between the 2 of us players is none of it's going to matter at all if he stays in that building. So I got the Comet off again. With him having very little magic defense, it's not really that hard to do. Basically, every magic phase, I just take 6 dice and throw at it. So Dark Elf turn 4. He moves his Shades up and then shoots at my Trebuchet. Didn't do any wounds on it, so that was fine. And really, there's no more movement because there's nothing for him to do. He does reform here. I don't know if he passed his quick reform test or not. He's still sitting in the building with his 19 elves. At the end of combat, we kill all the Witch Elves. So that was nice. Like I said, victory points are going my way. We go to Brett turn 4, and Questing Knights charge the Shades, and they flee, and I catch them. So Shades are off the board. He's getting to the point where the only thing he has left are the crossbows, the bolt thrower in the building, and those spearmen in the watchtower, but that's all that matters. And at the end of turn 4, the game could end. So since he turned, I did not want to charge these guys in the front, so I just flew to their side. Now, unless he moves again, I'll be able to charge him in the flank on my next turn, or I might charge the bolt thrower in the building. And either way would be fine with me. Yeah, nothing else going on there. Again, I'm just casting magic and shooting trebuchets at him. Oh, and during his phase, I don't think that the Comet actually did go off, but it didn't go far enough. I rolled like 3 inches, and I placed it more than 3 inches away from the building or something weird like that. Anyway, my general and this Pegasus Knight are flying away from the action. I just want to save him because his bolt thrower could kill either one of them, and there's no good they're going to do up there, I don't think. So Brett turn 4. We have another Comet landing. The shooting wasn't very effective. I'm starting to get a little bit discouraged. I need to kill a bunch of elves and force a panic test. The Comet is looking like it's my best chance at it. So end of turn 4, we did not roll a 6, so game continues. He turns his crossbowman again to shoot at my Questy Knights. Shoots his bolt throw at these guys, puts a wound, but no big deal. We go to Brett turn 5. Decide to go ahead and charge these guys. I don't think I'm going to break them, but I don't think I'm going to lose either. So, +2 for the rear, +1 for the charge. Stomp attacks. I mean, all this stuff going for me. If I can hold them up, I can charge them in the front with my Questy Knights without having to withstand a stand and shoot. And I think I'll be okay there. Otherwise, yeah, not a whole lot of movement going on. I just need to get those guys out of the building, and I don't have anything on the board that can get them out of the building besides my Prophetess and my Trebuchets. So this combat went okay. I won. He was stubborn. Comet kills 5 crossbowmen from that battle. Kills a bunch of these. They're now down to 10. That's starting to get a little more doable now. Just hope the game doesn't end, and it didn't. So we go to Dark Elf turn 6. We needed a 5 to end the game, and that didn't happen. So these guys were at 30. I killed 5 in combat. The Comet killed 5. They're down to 20, and we're just going to keep fighting there. The Comet, when it went off in his turn, not only killed his stuff, but killed a couple of my guys, which I thought was kind of funny. So still fighting, nobody moves, and we go to the last turn of the game. Brett turn 6. So just on a whim, my Questy Knights charges crossbowman on the left. And again, I just need to get, he's got 10 guys. If I kill 3, I can force a panic test. He doesn't have a reroll. So the game's going to come down to, can I force a panic test, and can he fail it on leadership 8, which I think that's his leadership. So there's the charge. There's what he's starting with. Kill a bunch of them and break them, so these guys are off the board. He's down to nothing except what's in that building and a bolt thrower. And between my 2 trebuchets, I'm able to kill enough, get them down to 2 guys, and they finally fail their panic test and flee out of the building. And at that point, we just end the game. There's no point continuing. And I don't think there was anything to continue. So, real interesting game. Most of the times when I play, when people ask if they want to play scenario, I say, I'll play anything but not the Watchtower. I don't like it anyway. It really favors certain armies. Not necessarily Dark Elves, but, if somebody put 40 Saurus warriors in that building, I'm not going to get them out. And, there's so many restrictions with my knights, not occupying the building and not getting charging bonus and not getting the 2-up armor save. I think they go up to a 4-up. There's nothing I have except for trebuchets and magic to do anything about that building. So I actually felt pretty fortunate to be able to win the scenario. And even with all the effort put into getting those guys, he easily could have passed his 8 leadership and stayed there and would have won the game, despite having nothing left on the table. So, in one way it's kind of a fun scenario. In another way, I just really don't like it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.